Yo, 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 everybody, this is Narcoleptic Cheetah. We're in another episode of Factorio, and today, today we're going to work towards expanding our base, and actually what that entails is expanding our power as we have it now, so that we have more like, I don't know, 13 gigawatts versus our 2.7 currently. That sounds insane. Just saying that out loud. Anyway, so we're going to do that. We're going to do rails, and here, let me show you something. Like, you might have saw the time lapse at the beginning where we tore out all of our solar panels, and basically our next mission, I was gonna just like tear stuff out individually, but realistically all I want to keep are the miners themselves, and like the what are those things called, these guys, the pump jacks. I want to keep those, maybe the pipes in that area. The only real thing I can think of is keep this system up here because it's providing us power and is going to continue to provide us power. Be a nice little, what do they call it? Synergy, no, symbiotic relationship between this and the power sources down here. This could actually wind up being our backup power way up here, the 6. I don't know. I might tear that out too, to be honest. And we're actually going to rip out all the tracks. We're going to rip out all the belts, all the sciences, all the labs, even the blue. I think the blue circuits are coming out, because what I want to do is I want to take these tracks right here, and I want to loop them, take them straight down, over, up here, probably just take them straight across here, over, and then kind of over again and down. So basically what these things are going to do is they're going to stretch the entire base, and ultimately they're going to come back, like they're going to branch out into different stations. So I'm also going to keep the robot ports. That's another thing I'm going to keep, because I need the robots to build things back. So basically what we're going to do is we'll probably come up with a new bus. And it might go this way, it might go up and down. Actually, up and down, not too bad of an idea. But, or maybe it goes across down here. I haven't decided yet. We'll probably come up with a new bus though, and put all these kinds of things back on it. The biggest thing is that we want train stations loading this stuff. So like we're gonna have an iron smelting station, so there will be a train station that comes by, unloads for the 4 belts, and then like goes back to the station and keeps up the quantity of the belts. Same thing with the copper, the iron gear wheels, the green circuits, the red circuits, the blue circuits, the steel, the batteries, the plastic. You know, just all of these things will have their own like train stations that just dump onto them, and then they'll say it's right here, then it'll all just be dispensed this way, and it'll go, and it'll be fine and dandy. Here, let me take that off. I also want to get roboports, like a good coverage of roboports. It doesn't have to be this kind of coverage, but I do want a good coverage to build things. We also have a lot of oil stuff. So, like, for example, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to grab oil, and then oil is going to be transported to these other stations. Say one's going to be making plastic, one could be making explosives, one can be making, you know, all the other things that can go on the belt. Just like the miner's gonna have copper, so we're gonna grab copper ore, and then we're gonna have one place where we smelt all the copper, and then we have one place where we smelt all the iron, and then we get iron plates and deliver them other places. And like I said, I'm not totally sure I'm gonna rebuild the belt or not. I'm on the fence there. But first up, we have to rip out everything but the basically what's on the patches here and this stuff. And the other thing we don't want to rip out is this, because it's making us the sulfuric acid, which is providing our nuclear stuff. So save this, save the pump jacks, save the miners, everything else goes. And that's going to require a lot of storage, so you might have noticed I've actually even put a lot more storage. But is that central to my base? I don't think so. Honestly, even this might go to some extent. Like, we might create ourselves like a storage station, say, I don't know, like out here or something, and it just, like, all the knickknacks or something go there, or maybe it's up here, because we want our robots to be able to get to it, but we also don't want it to be in the way. For now, I think I'll keep it where it is, and we'll see about getting rid of it later. Anyway, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say blacklist miners, roboports, radars, keep the 2 power stations. We're actually going to add substations to this. Where are this? Oh, it's saving. I'm like, what the? Add substations. Probably just gonna have to be really careful with pipes. We're gonna take pipes off too. Belts I want to get rid of. Most building things I want to get rid of. This should help me not completely kill my my network. Alright, and time lapse. may have made a mistake. Oh, I actually need to go up this way too. I can't just... Oh lord, they're near the stash. They get the stash, I'm screwed. Oh my lord. Alright, we're going this way. Because... Oh no. Okay. They're not here any longer. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, got that one. Okay, so what happened is I accidentally disconnected some stuff. And obviously I disconnected the wrong thing, and now they're in, and so they're destroying stuff. God. And oh no. I'm trying to get north enough to... I mean, it was like in the hundreds down here, so I'm kind of better, but I'm not great. Oh, Lord. Oh, I passed it. See him. And so when I disconnected power, I didn't realize it until they broke through, and that was bad. There, he's dead. And so I'm running around with my a military suit on, and actually I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't like sacrifice a couple of lasers for another pair of legs. So like grab something from here, and then oh, where's those two legs? Okay, maybe run a little bit faster because I'm killing them, no problem. Okay. Okay. Am I okay now? Am I okay? I have no idea. Like, it doesn't look like I'm okay. My God. I need lasers. Meaning I need to go through the storage and see if I have lasers so I can get lasers. Oh. Oh my. This is bad. Oh, come on. Oh, Lord, I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I started destroying power poles, I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I destroyed one too many, and everything blows up. Oh, my God. I need lasers. Here we go again. I need lasers. I just need to request lasers. Guys, give me some lasers. Military lasers. As many as I can get. Oh, hallelujah. Here they come. Yes, that'll do. 600. That'll be perfect. See, I knew I had some lasers in stock. I just had to get them. Okay, so how is my whole power situation? My biggest concern is that they'll get to my my nuclear plants. Then I'll be screwed. Come on, all I had to do was survive that. Get out of here. We're just gonna replace all of these. Oh, at least I have something now. Oh, that guy's not in the right place. Yep, basically this whole line just got destroyed. Okay. Jeez, I need some walls too. I need to help out the robots. Like, I can't just depend on them to get everything. Okay, and the radar's gone. get some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In theory, these guys should be able to stop anything that comes. Here. That guy's dead. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, so I need walls. Walls, walls, walls. I need like 400 walls. I have a RoboPort that I can fix this with. Okay. Jeez. Does these guys have power? They appear to have power. Yeah, like I said, I cut it off from the entire base by accident. Basically, I was missing a line, basically like right here, which connects everything. I really need redundant systems, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. I think this line saved me. What are you? Oh, jeez. Okay, don't auto trash the walls, please. Thank you. Alright, so let's just... There we go. Because the bots are busy tearing things down, like I told them to do. Oh, man. Okay. We're good. Panic attack is over. Alright, back to time lapse. Or something. I realized in storage we have 184,000 landfill, so I figured what I would do is I would just try to run down the middle of it and kind of run it that way. And so what our goal is we want to square everything off. We want our trains to go like here and then up here and then all the way up here, and then we'll take an angle out and kind of go around the stone, I think, or something. Yeah, probably go through the stone. We have other mines, although that's a big mine. But that's about the only other option, unless we just went straight up. But we can't go straight up either. So yeah, we're probably just gonna go this way and around everything if we can anyway. Hook up with this line and then it'll go all the way around. So I'm gonna time lapse this. Alright guys, so we are in the epicenter of storage, and I don't even know, like I think this was my original storage and I added a bunch. I had to actually make something that would create storage chests just so I would have enough, and actually as it turns out, it's not enough. That's still insane. How many is that? That's 289. I actually need to be making about 300. So let's do, that's 200, so an extra couple. All right, and then that way each time I just build it. But yeah, they at one point in time they filled up the entire thing and I didn't realize it, and I put down like 4 chests. I think it was like these 4 chests, and it was like this, but all of them at once came in and basically attacked those 4 chests until they filled them up. And I'm like, okay, this is the time that we need to create some kind of storage system. The thing is, they don't actually build them themselves. I don't really know why. I think it's because there's just so many out there, and there's no, out of the 20,000, none of them have the priority to create more storage. I do wish there was some way to set priority and stuff, but whatever. They'll fill up these chests, and they'll fill up those chests, and yeah. Most of it, as you can see, is ore from like the smelting and from the trains, which is really interesting, I think. Okay, so something that we're going to do, and why I started recording again, is we're going to set up kind of some railroad track type things, and I'm going to actually get quite a lot of railroad tracks. Gee, we need the poles, we need the roboports, we need the tracks, we need some red wire, and we need some green wire. And I think that's it. Poles, yep, and basically the ability to create some blueprints. That's about it. Alright, so yeah, we're good to go. So we want to run out this way towards, yeah, and then like you get these little stragglers. They've been at it for hours. Not to mention that little faux pas thing that I did with the whole cutting the electricity off, and then I had, you know, the invasion happen. So I haven't had that happen again. I built in some redundancy, so I couldn't like just cut one wire and it just all go down. That was ridiculous. I cut one wire and everything went down. I do believe everything is fixed. I have gone up and mostly redone the turrets myself, which I'm totally fine with. Let's see, and yeah, I mean, just look at it. It's really, really clean right now. How is this still not? Oh, because there's no roboports, because nothing is getting made. So I'll probably have to go and clean some stuff up myself. But the whole idea of this is that what we're going to do is we're going to run power. Let me get between them so I don't get run over. We're going to run power along these tracks, right? And we're going to run roboports along these tracks. And so what we want to do is just be able to run along and place these things down and create this massive line that's going to go here to here, like I already created that, to there, all the way up, over, you know, such as that. The 2 angled parts are the 2 things I'm not totally sure how it's going to work. I don't know if I can take a blueprint and rotate it at a 45-degree angle. I don't think I can. So we're going to probably have to create another blueprint of just going this way. And we are almost definitely going to cross that. Okay. That's not a huge deal. I can actually reroute this now that we don't have a lot of other stuff, and just kind of like angle it up here. That way I can get my tracks across. This might be an issue. We'll find out, I guess. Ugh, that might be a big issue. These are all filled up, basically. Yep, they're filled up. And right now I have input priorities, like input priority right, input priority left, So it's basically taking this one as an input priority because we are really backed up on these what do you call it, empty fuel cells. We are like really backed up on them to the point that I'm starting to wonder if I even need the ore. I do. I totally need the ore, but it's ridiculously backed up. Now that said, I mean, I've got 4.7 of the 235 in there, 4.8 thousand there, 1,000 there, and so these are slowly starting to back up. Like I said, it's been hours. Not to mention I ran it for hours just to get things backed up. So we're fine. And on top of that, we have storage here, 2.4 thousand of the fuel cells, and then each of these have 2.4 in them. And then we have the line, and yeah, I think even down here we might have some storage. No. Yeah, we have a storage thing right there. Just so there's always a buffer. By the way, I did change this train. The loading station has an and condition where it has to have 1,500 of the uranium fuel cells and 0 basically of the used up uranium fuel cells in order for it to go again. So it has to empty all of these out and get a full load before it can go. Now on this one, it's an or condition, meaning either it empties out or it gets a full load of empty fuel, of used up uranium fuel cells. So if it gets a full load of this, it'll take off, and it's been doing that. And what I was afraid of is that the fuel cells would back up, which by now they would have, and that these would actually shut off because they wouldn't be able to eject their contents. So that's pretty much. Also, I have the like world's biggest braided carousel fueling these things. So that's cool. Anyway, okay, so here we go. We're gonna set down. So these fit perfectly between. That's good. And okay, hitting the wrong button. It's always pleasant. So I'm gonna put down one of these. This also, I think, fits perfectly in this space. Let's just pretend I didn't do that. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to run this up like this. I don't have my robots on. So that's gonna be that, and then since this doesn't reach all the way, we're going to run it about halfway there and to here. So basically, that's our blueprint. Was there something else? Oh yeah. We also want to run green cables between them and red cables. And the reason we want to go ahead and run them is because if you use a blueprint, I don't know if this is a bug or a feature, but if you use a blueprint, it doesn't consume any of the red or the green from your inventory. It just automatically connects them. So that's cool. And then that way we can like get circuit conditions if we need them, that kind of a deal. So is that everything? I think it is. So basically, like I said, it was not hard to do. Where are they? Oh, they're delivering stuff to me. How nice of them. So basically now we're just going to grab the tracks as well. I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't build some space between them. I don't need two. I need... Well, yeah, I do. So, the curious thing is, I wonder... wait. Actually, that's not a bad idea, having these on either side, but I would like them to be kind of in the middle. So, let's get rid of those. And let's put them right here and right here. So now just we have everything we need, basically. Alright, so let's just go up a little past it. I think I'm on the track, so I need to hurry with this. Actually, am I on the track? Nope, wasn't on the track. Okay. Don't say anything. I can hear your thoughts. No, I can't. Okay, there. Alright, so we're gonna just call this tracks robo / power. Okay. So tracks, and then maybe get the robo port as a symbol and a power pole as a symbol. And we're gonna hit OK. Yes, sir. And basically, from now on, we can just click this. Right? So isn't that cool? I'm not even sure I want them to actually place things down. Anyway, so we're lining them up with the robo ports, which is why I wanted both of them. And so, yeah, I mean, this is going to be my life for the next little bit. So yeah, we can now see, like, look at it. We'll have this beautiful, I was about to say, are those not in the middle? This line of power along the rails, which will be wonderful. One of the things we got to look out for is this is not wide enough to hold all of the signals, so we might have to look at widening that a bit. But for now, we're basically going to take this and run it down and keep running it until we get to a place where we need it. So I'm going to actually start over here, run it this way, and run it that way, and then add in the curves later on. Or add in the corners later on. That way, you know, it connects safely. Alright, so more time lapse. Okay guys, so wow, that was a lot of work, but I think it pays off in the end. We have a full line now of train tracks. Let me get rid of this and this for now. Okay, so our rail line is complete. We have a backbone to our entire network that is got power and rails all in one, and we have the ability to now so now kind of what I want to do is fill all of this into the corners with land, just so we have some extra land to work with. And I also would really like to well, I need to get some stuff set back up again. We got guys like this just chilling. I think they're trying to set up a base maybe, which they'll be able to do shortly because I have no shells left. I have artillery shells are completely gone, which you can tell because I have turned my turrets on, and like this is the radius for the artillery shell, and then you have all this stuff in here that's like producing stuff. For the longest time I've kept this radius out because like down here, like you can't, there's nothing there. I bet I still have shells in a couple of places. Yeah, I got shells here, but not many, and I'm about to run out. So realistically, what's going to happen next is we're going to tear out probably, I don't know, like 80 or 90% of the power in here, and probably the robots as well, which will give us the ability to have robots all the way around on our rail. But, and while that seems scary, especially to me, we'll also build stuff like straight across to help, you know, feed the robots and feed the power and stuff like that, like big old grid systems, just again so we have it so we can get stuff ready. The other thing that we're going to do with the rails is that we're going to create these T intersections, and this is like 1/2 of the T intersection. If you can imagine this mirrored, like this coming out over, let's see, this is the down line, so this is the up line. So like this one would come over and down because it's currently going up, but it would also have one that came this way and then coming off, no, and then we would also have one that would come off of this rail. Since this goes up, it would come off this way. So just kind of like this huge T intersection that actually forms a bunch of Ys. Maybe it should be called a Y intersection. Maybe it is called a Y intersection. I don't know anything about trains. So, but we would create one of those, and that would allow trains to go, you know, whichever way is shortest for them to get to their next stop. For this guy, I'm still pretty convinced it's this way, unless we, you know, add some stuff that goes straight across, and maybe it's that way or something. Most of our stops, this is going to be our main line, right? So there's going to be no stops on this line. The stops will come off like this, or they will come off the line like they do over here, where it's just kind of a, they get off the line, refuel, and then get back on the line. And speaking of that, like this is probably going to go that'll probably be one of the last things that goes, because I actually have to set up another rail system for that. And well, it's not that bad because we need We got the uranium stop for the sulfur, and then it could get back on the main line and go around. Now it'd go like way around. Of course, the sulfuric acid currently is over here, but I don't think it has to be. Yeah, so like we have oil just kind of conveniently coming down here because we need the line right there. But we could move this setup closer to this line, just so it like stops off and then keeps going. And maybe there'll be some kind of shortcut that it cuts through. But that's all for future episodes. If you guys like this episode, please leave a like on it. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.